What can you do about painful ovulation? Painful ovulation is one of the most severe sources of discomfort for women of reproductive age. The pain appears as cramping in the abdomen. For nearly all of us, this problem can be a real nuisance because the pain can be so severe and acute. Some women may experience pain in the groin or thigh area, which can keep them from performing even the simplest tasks. This is a very common ailment. However, don't ignore its appearance if it's accompanied by other symptoms. We recommend that you talk with your doctor if you notice anything out of the ordinary. In today's article, we'll help you deal with the terrible effects of painful ovulation that may come from a variety of causes. What is ovulation? Ovulation is the process during which your ovaries release a mature egg that's ready for fertilization. This process typically occurs between the second and third weeks of your menstrual cycle. However, it can vary depending on each woman's hormonal levels. Ovulation occurs in 3 phases. Follicular, this starts on the first day of your period. At this time, the small, bag-shaped pouch where the egg will be contained develops. This pouch, once it has developed, promotes the production of estrogen. Ovulatory, this occurs over the next 36 hours. When estrogen levels increase and produce the secretion of enzymes, the egg matures and is released. During this stage, contractions of the uterus that are responsible for the pain you feel start. Post-ovulatory, after ovulation occurs, the corpus luteum develops. This which secretes the hormone progesterone. If the egg isn't fertilized, the corpus luteum breaks down and causes blood vessels to rupture. With this, your next period begins. Know your body. It's very important to understand your menstrual cycle. Although it might seem obvious, some women just don't pay attention to it. Your menstrual cycle can vary 2 to 3 days out of every month without causing any alarm. However, if there are major changes, it's a good idea to visit your doctor. Watch for symptoms. Very intense pain, or pain that lasts 3 days or more, burning or pain during urination, fever or excessive sweating, vomiting or nausea. All of these are signs that something is wrong. Thus, you should see a doctor as soon as possible. Recommendations. Below are some recommendations to relieve menstrual pain. Try to relax. However, stretching will alleviate pain in your body. In addition, You can also try some yoga poses, which will help you release some tension. Drink hot teas. In addition, the anti-inflammatory and relaxing properties of chamomile and honey can provide excellent results. Ingredients: 1 cup of water, 250 milliliters, a tea bag or 1 teaspoon of chamomile, 10 grams, 1 teaspoon of honey, 5 grams. Preparation: first, add the chamomile to the cup of boiling water along with a teaspoon of honey. Then, let this steep for 5 minutes and sip it slowly. Apply warm compresses. Heat helps to relax your muscles and increase circulation in your abdomen. Take a hot shower. Heat soothes the nerve endings in your body. Heat also releases endorphins, a neurotransmitter that's responsible for alleviating pain. Avoid drinking caffeine. It's been shown that caffeine constricts the blood vessels, which increases your sensitivity to pain. Take painkillers. If home treatments and painkillers aren't enough to relieve your pain, consider prescription contraceptives for your hormonal cycle. It's been shown that these are very effective in treating painful ovulation. Don't let the pain get the best of you. In spite of how annoying it may be, the symptoms and pain of ovulation are things that women deal with on a monthly basis. However, for some women their menstrual cycle passes almost unnoticed. However, always stay alert to any changes that you don't consider normal. After all, prevention has always been the best way to avoid any major problems. Remember to visit your gynecologist regularly, because it's essential to keeping your health in tune.